So you just passed your real estate exam, or maybe you're still studying and you're trying to figure out how to decide which brokerage is the right brokerage for you. Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you guys how I chose my brokerage, which is an amazing fit for me. And I'm going to give you guys a list of questions to ask when you go on interviews with these brokerages and certain things to consider to help you decide which brokerage is the right one for you. So stay tuned. What's up, you guys? My name is Lillian Chukwueze, and if you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome to the family. I drop multiple videos every week about real estate, entrepreneurship, and investing. So if any of those topics interest you, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss when I drop the next video. So how do you choose the right brokerage for you? Now, the way I chose my brokerage is very simple. Honestly, it was between two brokerages, which was Keller Williams and eXp Realty. eXp Realty actually won me over a long time ago. I was actually introduced to it by an influential real estate investor on Twitter, Cousin Nita, shout out to her. So yeah, I was pretty set on eXp the whole time, pretty much until I met a top producing agent and team leader in Keller Williams who made me rethink my decision. I think it was kind of like a shiny object thing because my brother works at Porsche and he met him at Porsche and he happened to be looking for real estate agents to bring onto his team. And I don't know, I guess because he was buying a Porsche or whatever, that I was like, oh, well, if he knows how to do this, let me just hop in there and rock with him. And basically, listen, I didn't go with them because I realized that my path would be better with eXp and what I wanted to do. If I would have joined with him, I think I would have also been successful, but more along the lines of what he wanted to do, obviously him being a team leader. So I decided to go ahead and join with eXp Realty, which again aligned with more of my goals and what I wanted to do and what I visioned in my real estate agent and investing business. So basically in my decision, I knew that I needed to be with a brokerage where I can still wholesale and continue doing different real estate investing strategies. So that was important to me. Funny story, eXp Realty actually did not allow wholesaling when I joined, which I didn't know. But they actually did start allowing it recently, and I'll probably make a separate video about that soon just to kind of go over exactly, their rules and regulations when it comes to wholesaling, but they do allow it now, which is great. And also, I saw all the benefits of eXp. Like I said, they won me over a long time before I actually became an agent. And I made a whole video about that, why I decided to join eXp as a brand new agent. I'll link it up above and down below so you guys should check that out. But just to give you a quick breakdown, the reason why I joined eXp is because it's the only brokerage that allows you to build true wealth. Between the stock ownership, the revenue share model, the commissions are great. It's an 80-20 split with a 16K cap. The agent equity program, being able to invest into the stocks the company stocks that they have, at a 10% discount. The revenue share model, which allows you to basically build another stream of income, residual income, by attracting agents. And all the low fees and the virtual trainings and just so much more. But like I said, you guys can check out that video and get an in-depth breakdown of why I joined eXp Realty. So yeah, my journey, I was pretty set on the brokerage that I wanted to go to. I didn't really plan on interviewing different brokerages like most agents do. So mine was a little bit different. I knew my game plan going in, and as long as the brokerage was aligned with my goals and my vision as well, I was good to go. Now I know other agents want to sit down and interview multiple brokers and pretty much see which one is best with them, and you really should. But remember, at the end of the day, your brokerage isn't the one that's going to be doing the work. You will have to do the work. So it's not necessarily the brokerage that will determine your success. You could be at the best broker and you can still suck. So it really just comes down to your work ethic, not necessarily the brand or like their listings or whatever. It comes down to you. So do your research. You got to figure out the training, the leadership, and the vision, and kind of figure out what aligns with you and your beliefs. Some questions to ask the brokers when you go on these interviews. There's a lot of questions you can ask, but I'm just gonna break down and share the ones that are most important in my opinion. I like to get straight to the meat and potatoes, kinda, not really because I'm vegan, but I like to get straight to the point and figure out, the benefits of me working at the brokerage. So I'm gonna give you guys the questions that I would personally ask. First question I would ask is, what training do they provide to new agents? Because as a new agent, training is key. Last thing you wanna do is be a new agent with no training or low quality training. There are a lot of bad trainings out there, and you really don't want to get stuck in that. You want to make sure that you're able to learn valuable information to help you build a profitable business as an agent. Now, the second question I would ask a brokerage is there a mentorship program set up? Because you want to be able to get set up directly with a personal mentor who can basically assist you along the journey, right? So when you're getting started, there's a lot of things you need to learn. Obviously, there should be training, but aside from that, your mentor can help you understand the documents and walk you through the process of filling them out. And also your mentor can help you walk through the process if you even get to that point of, going through the documents. They help you, they help you deal with the clients and everything like that. So that's really important along your journey, because when you're brand new, you really don't know where to start. So having a personal mentor can really help you get started, gain some traction, and help you get those first couple deals closed out. Now, the third question that I would ask is, what expenses can I expect coming on board? This is huge because you need to know what fees and expenses are associated with the brokerage. They're all different. So you really need to know and figure out which ones come with being in your brokerage. And knowing the fees and everything like that, this will help you prepare your finances and also compare with other brokerages that you're currently interviewing. So you know which one's higher, which one's lower, which one's fair, and everything like that. And it also helps you gain an understanding of what money that you can make, because they will obviously break down your commission. So that leads me into my next question. If they don't, you definitely need to ask what your commission splits will be as an agent, or as a new agent, I should say. So again, the commissions are also different with every brokerage. I know when I was considering the Keller Williams brokerage, it was a 60-40 split. And actually, to join a team, the team that I was considering joining, it was a 50-50 split along with more fees. So it really would have been a 40-50 split for my first couple of deals. And then it would have went up to a 60-40 split. And then eventually, I believe after I hit $1 million in sales, I think that's when my commission would have gone up to a 70-30 split. So that's really important to know, what your split is starting out versus what your split can be. With EXP, I started out as a 70-30 split for my first 3 deals with a mentor. And then after those first 3 deals, it goes to a 80-20 split with the $16,000 cap. So those are some important numbers to know, so you can kind of gauge, what type of money you'll be making as you do transactions. And then along that, as I mentioned, the fifth question you want to ask is, can your split increase over time? Because you need to get the specifics of what exactly it can increase to, and you need to find out the benchmarks in order to, hit that next level. Because if you don't know, then you don't know what you're aiming for to start making more money within your transactions. The sixth question you want to ask a broker is, what does the monthly fee pay for? Because you want to know exactly what your money is going to. You're going to be paying different fees, and you want to know where your money is going. Now with EXP, we have a $149 initial fee, and then after that, it's an $85 fee every month. So that's all. So after that $149 initial fee, it'll be an $85 fee every month. And that basically breaks down to this: a $35 tech fee with a $50 university education fee. And there's a ton of education, so I see why. But when you're going on these interviews, definitely ask what your money is going to, for these monthly fees. Now, the seventh question I would ask is, what tools and resources are available to me? What kind of CRM, is there a lead capture system? Is there a transaction management system? You want to know the different technology that's available to you, so you can basically figure out what you have available to make it easier for you in your business. Because when you're running this business, you need to be able to have certain systems in place to kind of help you out, and you need to know what's available to you. I think that's a fair question to ask. Now, the next question I would ask is, does the brokerage give out leads to new agents? Because we know the hardest thing in real estate or in any business is getting started, right? So you'll need some traction to get going. And this will help you understand where your first couple deals are going to come from, how your first couple months will be, where you need to focus in order to get these deals. Because it's great if a brokerage, feeds you leads to start out first, whether it be, listings or rentals, just to kind of get an idea of how the process works and get some money in your pocket. So, and if that's not the case, if they don't feed you leads, then okay, it's going to come specifically off of my own efforts. And that's where you need to focus your energy. So it's a good question to ask, so you kind of get a gauge of, whether you're going to be fed leads or whether you need to go out and, grind for your own leads. Now, kind of how I mentioned before, the next question I would ask, what technologies does your broker offer? Because you want to be able to work with a brokerage that isn't stuck in the old days. Now, you need to be able to have access to robust technology to enhance your business because, again, you're only one person. So in order for you to grow, you need to have certain technology and certain systems in place, to help you grow along the way. And if your brokerage is kind of stuck in the old days, it'll really, really be hard, and this is why I really love EXP, because it's literally like the tech giant for real estate. Like, I compare it to like the Tesla of real estate. We have technology such as EXP Enterprise, which is our business intelligence system. And it basically includes a lot of different things like SkySlope, which is our transaction management system. It also includes KV Core, which is our lead generation system, which also has a website, a CRM. We have a whole advertising program. We have EXP World, which is basically our virtual campus for trainings, any assistance and support and just collaboration overall. And then also within our EXP Enterprise, we have the technology to manage our stock portfolio and so much more. I mean, I could keep going into it, but I'm not. This is just about you guys and which brokerage that you want to choose. So let's get on to the next question. So the next question I would ask is, am I able to work in the office? I know when I was looking into the KW office, I was told that I can only work there from 9 to 5, which was kind of, it wasn't the deciding factor for me, but it was, something that I needed to consider because I wanted to be able to have access to it around the clock. So you need to find out what access you have to the office, what hours you're able to go in. And like I said, it's probably not going to be the deciding factor, but it is something to consider. Me, I wanted to be able to go in there, go in and out, any time of the day and just do my work. I like to get up really early, and sometimes I'll stay in the office really late. So I wanted that access, but unfortunately I didn't have that. And even with EXP, we have access to co-working spaces. And I don't know if all of them close at the same time, but the one that I am local to closes at 5, which is also kind of annoying. But again, not the deciding factor. I just know that I wanted access to an office around the clock, which is my house office now, or my apartment office. So there you go. Now, the next question I would ask is, are there any medical benefits offered by the brokerage? Because as an agent, you are basically an entrepreneur and you don't have the normal benefits that would come with a typical job. So healthcare is probably one of the major things that you really need to consider because we all need it, right? So obviously you won't be covered per se, so you need to kind of figure out where you're gonna get your healthcare from or your health insurance. And with EXP, and again, I'm not trying to make it all about EXP, but I do have to kind of say why I chose EXP, and a part of it is also the agent healthcare that they offer. Now I don't use it yet because I still currently have my own healthcare, but I will be transitioning. They say with this healthcare, it saves an agent typically about 60% of their fixed expense. So I'm definitely looking into that for sure. Now, the last and final question I would ask the broker is pretty simple. What's the onboarding process like for a new agent? You just want to figure out, what exactly the next steps are. And for me, it was a very simple process. Again, just had to send in some paperwork. And they processed everything, and it's probably the same with most brokerages, but you want to kind of understand exactly what the next steps are for you to get started. There you have it, guys. Those are all the questions I would ask a broker or multiple brokers if you are interviewing. And keep in mind that you need to, feel free to definitely set up a follow-up interview, or just, take some time to let this information digest and figure out, which broker works for you, because you don't want to necessarily rush into a broker. Although it is pretty easy to transfer from one broker to the next, you want to just let it marinate, let the information marinate, and come to a conclusion that you think is best for you and your future goals. Again, if they align, then I would say go for it. Just make sure that the current brokerage that you're looking at has the same core values, has the same vision, goals, and everything that align with your vision and everything like that as well. Because if not, you're going to find yourself transferring from one broker to another. And although it still might happen, you want to give yourself the highest chance of, going straight to a broker that, makes sense for you and your business career. So there you have it, guys. Now, if any of you guys are considering joining EXP Realty and my team, definitely click the link below in the description. You can contact me directly if you have any questions about EXP Realty and my team. My team specifically is investor-focused agents who are directly working with investors and focused on building our own portfolios at the same time, because we are also investors. So, and then we're also leveraging social media to build a brand. So if any of those interest you, then you might be a good fit for our team, and I would love to work with you. We are growing each and every day, and we have a pretty good system in place to help others grow as well. So I hope that helped you guys. I hope this was helpful in you being able to choose your own brokerage or what brokerage fits best with you. If you haven't done so already, like the video, please. subscribe to my channel, and please hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'll leave the links down below. And until next time, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Stay safe and stay blessed. I'll see you guys later.